Hey guys, so Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. It either has come out or it's coming out later this week. This is my last video, so I'm assuming it's either out or about to come out like tomorrow or something. But that being said, we found out that we're going to be able to multi-class all the origin characters, as well as respec them. But in cutscenes and dialogue, they're going to be staying their base class, because typically their base class that they're assigned to in the story is important to the story, which makes sense. But I've been going over every single origin character and seeing what classes would be good to multi-class them with, considering we are keeping their base class. And today I'm going over the origin character we know the least about, being KARLACH. I'm not gonna... Technically, there's also that druid, but I'm not going to be going over her because we literally don't even have her stats. But here we are with KARLACH. I actually found KARLACH stats on Fextralife's wiki, but I don't actually know how accurate that is because I don't think we were able to take her as a companion in early access. So I don't know where he got this from, but anyway. We got her ability scores, 17 strength, which is beefy, 13 dexterity, 14 con, 11 intelligence, 12 wisdom, 8 charisma. Yeah, and so she's pretty barbarian-y. Not a lot of possibilities to spellcast, and being a barbarian, you're not going to have that many possibilities to spellcast anyway. But that being said, we got Barbarian. I think, personally, the 3 subclasses available to Barbarians are... Where are they? We got Berserker Wildheart, which is a Baldur's Gate 3 take on the Totem Warrior. And then we got Wild Magic. Honestly, Berserker and Wildheart would be fine choices. They're real good subclasses, especially the Wildheart. They did a lot of amazing things with the Wildheart. I personally, though, because she's a tiefling that was a person that was like in the 9 hells serving Zariel, and she's got all this like crazy like stuff going on with her character, I personally will probably have her be a wild magic barbarian because I just feel like that fits her character more. And I feel like it'll just be a lot of fun to have her do all these weird, like, teleporty stuff and everything. But that being said, you can go with any subclass. Honestly, they're all great. Especially because I think they've reworked Berserker. I'm assuming. We haven't seen it yet, so... or have we? We haven't seen it yet, right? Oh, I guess we have. I'm pretty sure they reworked it, though. I don't think the exhaustion mechanic is in there. I never tried it out myself, to be honest. But anyway, I honestly think... obviously fighter is going to be a great fit. It's been in most of these videos I've made. Champion fighter, though, is I feel like the best for her, because the thing about barbarians is they're making reckless attacks almost all the time, and reckless attack gives you advantage on the roll. And if you go champion fighter, which normally isn't that great of a fighter subclass to go with because it's kind of boring, you basically just get this for the most part. You get improved critical, which you can crit on a 19 or 20, which is really good mechanically, math-wise, but it just doesn't feel as cool. But if you're a wild magic barbarian, you're doing cool stuff already, you know? So you get fighting style, which barbarians don't normally get. You get action surge. You get second wind as a barbarian, which means more, because if you're raging, that health is double, basically. And then improved critical, which is going to happen a lot more often because you're making advantage hits all the time. So I just feel like a 3-level dip in champion fighter is great. And again, remember the level cap is 12. You don't really get a lot from barbarian past level 5. But if you do this at level 12, you'll be able to get brutal critical at level 9, which you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack. This increases to 2 additional dice. Yeah, so you're going to be critting more often than a typical barbarian. And at level 9, you're still going to have access to brutal critical. Yeah. I feel like this is a great multi-classing thing. If you want to go another route, though, the only reason I said rogue is because it's one of the only other classes that isn't a spellcaster. Because spellcasting just isn't going to work very well, except in one instance, which we'll get to in a second. Mostly for cutting action. Cutting action's nice to have, especially with the barbarian, because you have the extra movement already. Cutting action's fun. I honestly think, though, there'll probably be items in Baldur's Gate 3 that can give you similar effects, so I probably wouldn't go the rogue route. But then there is the warlock, and you're probably saying, what are you talking about, man? Why would you go the warlock? First of all, she's a tiefling that served in the Nine Hells. Fiend Warlock Patron sounds amazing thematically. Also, Warlock only has 2 spell slots at level 3. And I recommend level 3. Just like I said with Will, Dark One's Blessing is... Will and Gale, Dark One's Blessing is amazing. Again, you're not going to get that much benefit from it, but remember, barbarians get resistance, so she has... Oh, shit. She has a very low charisma. Okay, so you're only going to get 3 temporary hit points, because it's your charisma modifier plus your warlock level, minimum of 1. So basically, when you kill something, you're going to get 3 temporary hit points, which for you is technically 6 if you're raging, and if you are taking physical damage attacks, which you are most of the time. Eldritch Invocations, that's not really why we're here. The main reason why we're here is honestly for the spells and the theme. There are a lot of spells you can take as a warlock that don't require concentration. And what you can do is Armor of Agathis. You can cast Armor of Agathis at first level. You get 5 temporary hit points. And if a creature hits you, they take 5 cold damage. But again, if you're raging, you can't concentrate on spells, but you cast this beforehand. And every time someone hits you, they're taking 5 damage. But let's say a creature hits you for 6 damage. It's resisted. So they take 5 damage. You take 3. You have 2 Armor of Agathis hit points left. You get hit again. They take another 5. And then you get... but basically, you can have Armor of Agathis last longer. You could potentially go deeper in levels to get higher level Armor of Agathis. You get like level 2 Armor of Agathis. But honestly, 2 levels is pretty good. Or 3 levels is pretty good. You can also get, different cantrips. Actually, no. At 3rd level, because they're a full caster, you get 2nd level Armor of Agathis. So that's 10 temporary hit points, which for you is more like 20. And then they take 10 cold damage every time they hit you. If someone hits you twice, that's 20 damage just from hitting you. And then at level 3, you're going to get a Pact Boon anyway. So I think Pact of the Chain just thematically feels good, because you can have a little Imp Familiar that you can have attack for you as a bonus action. And Barbarians, besides Rage, they don't really use their bonus action very much. So you can Armor of Agathis yourself, go into combat with your Imp Familiar as a tiefling who spent time in the Nine Hells. You can Rage. You get Wild Magic Surge, and some crazy shit happens, and you get some crazy ability from a table. I think the table's going to be smaller for Baldur's Gate 3, probably. And then your Imp is like, just the flavor of this is amazing. This is what I'm probably going to do. I don't know, we'll see. But I feel like the Warlock one is really fun. And again, you'll get a couple cantrips. Eldritch Blast is nice if you are out of rages, or if you haven't raged yet and you want to cast a spell at a distance. and you'll be level 3, so you'll be able to put Agonizing Blast in there if you want, or you can just go with like Devil's Sight, which again is fitting, or you can go with honestly, well, what was the one I had originally? Repelling Blast. If you just want to go Repelling Blast, not worry about the damage, just use it as like a way to push people. Either way, I think it could be super fun. That being said, though, let me know in the comments if you want me to theory craft about the how do I say, the companion characters that you can gain that are not you know, that are not origin characters, like the bear dude, I forgot his name, Halsin, and is it Minthara? The drow paladin lady. So yeah, just let me know if you want that. But that being said, this is I went over all the origin characters and the possible subclasses they could be as. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. CST. My Twitch link is in the description. And I'm going to be streaming on Friday, my first stream of Baldur's Gate 3 at 7:30 p.m. the day after Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. No, 7 p.m., sorry. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a Dark Urge, Tactician Mode, Drow, Fighter, Warlock playthrough. So hope to see you there. And yeah, see you later. Bye.